Guys, I slept so bad last night, and I actually have been sleeping so bad. Like, I actually can't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. Getting a bad night of sleep on the day when I have to work the next day, it sucks, but it's like whatever, because I know I have to be at work, and the adrenaline and energy from being at work like keeps me awake and motivated and, you know, on top of things. But not sleeping well when I have the day off the next day, and there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do but have to like self-motivate, it makes it so much harder. I was very tempted to keep laying on the couch and just like watch YouTube videos or scroll, but I forced myself to get up, and I'm going to make a coffee, start some laundry, and start doing some charts. And I originally really wanted to go to like a 10:30 booty yoga class, and I booked it, but I think I might look again and see if there's something else I can do. I don't know. I literally have not worked out since April, so I really should go, but there's just so much I have to do, and now I'm like tired and I don't know. And unfortunately, I still have to use chocolate milk tonight, or today. Another thing I realized about my coffee is that I was always doing as much ice as I could and then just topping it off with milk. And on vacation, I got a latte every single day, and I realized that usually with a latte, what they do is add like a lot more milk and then add the ice after. So I started doing that, and I like it a lot better. It's more obviously milky, but I feel like it tastes better. It tastes like a latte, not just like, I don't know. Bruh. Okay, so I have my scrubs going and made my coffee, which you gotta count the little things that you've done to feel productive. But I think what I'm gonna do now is start working on some charts and decide whether I do want to go to a 10 o'clock yoga class or if I want to wait till later. This is the best sauce ever. The red one and this green one are my favorite, but this is my absolute favorite for sandwiches. So I basically just made an avocado sandwich, and I really wish that I had some vegan sausage to go on because that sounds so good. But we don't have any groceries. So I'm looking over basically everything that I want to do this week. I kind of wrote it down here. My priorities that I would like to work on every day, which sucks because today is already Tuesday. I didn't do anything Monday because I literally worked. So I feel like when I work, I can do this. What really sucks is I actually work all of those days, so I can't do that every day I work. But yesterday I was literally like full day of work. I could not do anything else. These are my goals. I'm saying they're my top week goals, but to be honest, this might keep getting pushed off, but this is something that I really need to start working on. And then as far as today, I wrote this. So I kind of decided to not go to yoga just because there's just so much I have to do, and I felt like it would take too much time out of my day. But I do want to do like an at-home workout. My husband has like, it's not a tonal, but it's something like that, and I think I can do a workout on that. I'm gonna do that, or just do a yoga flow on YouTube, and then I'll get ready for the day. I should probably put some oil in my hair, some rosemary oil in my hair, and then when I have to leave the house, I'm gonna do some grocery shopping. And then the last thing I really need to do, well, for this is my charts, which I've been saying like over and over. I just hate doing charts. I literally push them off as far as I can, but I need to do my charts. And then I would like to do APA studying, need to walk beans, and I would like to do some Spanish. I oiled up my hair and did some laundry, and now I'm gonna work out. This is that thing that I was telling you guys about that's like the tonal, but it's not a tonal. Anyway, I usually don't like working out at home because I just can't force myself to go as hard as I can in a class. The energy of people around you and an instructor telling you exactly what to do, it's just, I cannot do that at home. But I'm gonna try today. So First thing I did was switch into some actual workout clothes because I'll usually just work out in my sweats and it's just, I think the vibes aren't there. And now I'm gonna try this thing. This is basically like an instructor, like there is a person there and they're telling you what to do. So I'm gonna see if I can do that and if that helps. I've literally used it one time and John was here to help me. So let's see if I can figure out how to work. I am so out of breath. I have not worked out in so long. I think that was literally like an 18-minute workout and I was dying. I'm sweating and half of it was like ground movement or like ground exercises, and those are a lot easier. So I'm just like, I can't believe that I'm so out of breath. Even though it was a small workout, I am proud of myself for getting some movement in, because typically after I work so many shifts in a row, I literally don't do anything. The next day, I try to like recover and I use it kind of as an excuse, but not really, because I am obviously tired. But it is really good to like get moving and utilize my 1 of 2 days off. But now I'm gonna hurry and shower so that I can keep working on my schoolwork, and then I'll be ready to go to the grocery store later. Good morning. Today is Wednesday and it is my last day off before I literally work. I think my next day off is technically going to be Friday, because I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I have clinical Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday I'll finally like have a day off. So my plan for today is really to just try to take it slow, but also obviously be productive. And luckily all of like my stuff that I need to get done is on a computer. So I've kind of set myself up here on our coffee table, and I think I'm gonna start just right ahead with the APEA review. I feel like I personally do my best studying in the morning, and when I have lost my focus a little bit, then I could switch to charts, because I just did not do as many charts as I would have liked to yesterday, and they just keep piling up. I don't know if I mentioned, but my preceptor is on vacation this week, so that's why I'm working so much and don't have clinical this week. But this morning I've made my coffee, I've fed the gremlins. John and I took Beans on a walk this morning, and let's see, he just left for work. It's 7:48 right now, and yeah, I think I'm just going to sip on this and start watching the videos, and I take notes with it. I think I've showed you guys I print off the thing. Right now I'm doing neurology. It's a great study guide, basically like it's reminding me of everything that I need to like freshen up on or actually just learn. So I've liked it so far, but the hard thing is like I just need to take time to actually study what I've been learning, and that's the hardest part, I think. Last night we did go grocery shopping, and I'll have to show you guys some of the things that we got. Well, the only thing I'm really excited to show you guys is the granola that I got for my yogurt, which I think I'll have some today, so I will show you guys that a little bit later. Okay, my laptop is at 20%, so I think what I'm gonna do is just study until it dies or is close to dying, or I'm gonna watch videos until it's dying or close to dying, and then I will switch to studying on my whiteboard. Okay, my laptop was dying, so I went, plugged it in, and decided to start studying, and I wanted to show you guys kind of what I do. I have this whiteboard that I literally used throughout like all of nursing school. Even before nursing school, I think during my prereqs, my anatomy teacher told us that the best way to study was to like draw everything out. It was anatomy, so we had to draw everything out and then label it and then test ourselves if we were labeling and drawing it right. Ever since then, I just feel like the best way to like actually study is to write stuff down, and I don't like to waste obviously like a bunch of paper and stuff. This whiteboard is perfect for that. I kind of wish I had like a little mini one that I could take to work, so maybe that's something I'll get in the future, even though I'm literally like almost done with school. But anyway, I want to show you guys. Basically what I do is try to write everything I can in usually black or whatever color, and then everything I don't remember that I have to check myself on, I'll write in red, and then basically I'll do this, erase it all obviously, and then try to test myself later. That's how I like to study. It's only 9:30. It hasn't been very long since I last updated you guys, but I think I'm gonna keep doing this for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna eat some breakfast. And I'm hoping by then my laptop is charged enough that I can finish off my antibiotic module. And look at her. She keeps us up all night and then she sleeps all day. Okay, this is the granola I got. It's the Kind brand. I couldn't decide between the dark chocolate or the peanut butter. So I ended up getting both, but they both have 10 grams of protein, which is pretty cool. So I'm really excited to try these. Neither of them are like labeled as vegan, but they happen to be vegan. So I'm glad about that because a lot of the times chocolate stuff isn't, just because a lot of people will do milk chocolate. And I did get some vegan sausage yesterday. I had been really like craving some of that, but the thing is that I only have one avocado left, and part of like our meals this week, John and I are gonna have a sandwich, and I want to put avocado in my sandwich.
Tomorrow.